I crept up to the attic on a quiet Saturday morning, the kind of morning when the whole city seems asleep and only you are awake, ready to sift through memories. The attic smelled of old wood and dust, like a forgotten diary of the building itself. Boxes leaned against each other, stubborn as if to say, "We've been left here forever, and we're not moving." As I rummaged through the piles, a small wooden box caught my eye, covered with a faded blanket. Inside were a notebook and a tiny metal key. A shiver of curiosity ran down my spine. This was no ordinary object. It carried weight, history, purpose. The notebook wasn't a diary. It contained observations about the neighbors, carefully dated, quietly annotated. No gossip, no judgment, just snapshots of lives almost invisible. I descended the stairs and showed the find to my neighbor on the first floor. She tilted her head, smiling warmly. "Oh, it's him. That quiet man who lived here before." He had always been nearly invisible, polite, reserved, yet always watching, quietly noting the life of the building. And through these letters I saw it too. Mr. Harris was an elderly man who had once walked the bright lights of Broadway. Now he shuffled quietly in his apartment, but the notebook revealed his hidden sparkle. Mr. Harris still keeps his photographs from the stage and old scripts. No one realizes who he really was. Today I saw him adjust his hat in front of the mirror as if he were about to step onto the boards again. The theater still lives in him, even if the world has forgotten. I could almost see him smiling at himself, rehearsing silently. He placed flowers for the neighbor downstairs, smiled at the mailman, and carried the quiet dignity of someone who had once captivated crowds. Each tiny act was a reminder that life still glimmers in small, invisible ways. Next, the letters spoke of the young family on the 5th floor. Parents and 2 boisterous children. They rush through their mornings like a whirlwind, but the care they show each other is remarkable. Dad juggles pancakes and toast. Mom double-checks backpacks for forgotten toys. No one notices the effort, yet it fills the building with warmth. I could hear the children laughing, toys clattering across the hallway, parents bending, gathering, laughing, sighing. The chaos was alive, tangible, and the love that threaded through it was unmistakable. Mrs. Johnson, apartment 2C. Mrs. Johnson, a lone woman with a quiet life, left her kitchen light on every evening. She leaves the kitchen light on as if inviting the whole building to dinner that no one will attend. A small, warm ritual, unnoticed by everyone. I imagined her soft smile, eyes twinkling as neighbors passed unseen. Every gesture of hers was a tender note in the unseen symphony of the building. The family in 4D talked loudly, laughter echoing through the hall. Some might think they're boisterous and overbearing, but I've watched them carry groceries for Mrs. Johnson, leave keys on the stairs for neighbors, and quietly solve little problems. Their noise is just a symphony of togetherness. Indeed, the loudest can be the gentlest. I pictured their living room alive, warm, filled with small acts of kindness hidden behind cheerful chaos. Mr. Stevens walked his dog each morning, sweeping the stairs under the soft dawn light. No one knows he sweeps quietly, without praise. Yet the building is cleaner, brighter. Even the dog seems proud of him sometimes. I chuckled softly, imagining the old man and his dog, partners in silent ritual, guardians of little order and calm. Emily, a tiny spark, left small notes for neighbors. Have a nice day. Today, Emily slipped a note under Mr. Harris's door. No one saw but me, a tiny beacon of joy in the ordinary. I imagined her tiptoeing, hiding her mischief and kindness, heart racing with the thrill of being unseen yet impactful. Every holiday, the Martins placed cookies on the windowsill. No one sees them until they return inside, but the smell of holidays drifts through the building, and it is wonderful. I could almost taste the cinnamon, feel the warmth of homes unseen, and hear laughter bouncing off walls like soft music. Each letter was a miniature chronicle of the building's life, neighbors almost invisible, but full of stories that shimmered with quiet joy, humor, and love. The letter about Mr. Harris moved me most. I pictured him in his old hat, rehearsing a scene long past, smiling quietly at his reflection. It made me think how little we really see of each other. Small, forgotten stories are what make a building truly alive. I returned the box to the attic, not because it belonged there, but because some treasures are better kept secret for those who truly notice the people around them. Since then, I watch my neighbors more closely. Sometimes simply seeing a person is enough, and it makes the building warmer, cozier, without loud words, without drama, but full of life.